Kira,
and you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So while Ryan Garcia is still trying to promote a Manny Pacquiao fight, Golden Boy Promotions is saying it ain't gonna happen. They said there's no possibility of the fight happening. And now you even have Ryan Garcia's own trainer saying that he doesn't want the Manny Pacquiao fight. Instead, he prefers the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Let me quote exactly what he said. He says, "I really don't like that fight. Manny Pacquiao has all that experience. It's a fight at a heavier weight against a naturally bigger fighter. But in my role as a teacher, my job is to prepare him for these fights that he and the team accept. Yes, he does consult with me, just as he does with his advisor and his mother and his father. But he respects my opinion when it comes to that. And I give him my opinion on those fights from my perspective and my point of view as a trainer. But the final decision is made by Golden Boy Promotions, by his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. They value my input and take it into consideration, and I'm pleased with that part of it. The fight I like is Tank Davis. To me, it's a far more interesting fight. They're at the same weight class, and their fight can exceed expectations." End quote. Okay, guys, so originally, when Ryan Garcia was first talking about fighting Tank right after he beat Luke Campbell, his trainer, Reynoso, and even Canelo, they didn't want him to fight Ryan Garcia. They said that he wasn't ready. Canelo's exact words were, maybe about 2 more fights and then he'll be ready for everybody, which obviously is the nicest way to tell his friend Ryan Garcia you're not ready for Tank Davis. I mean, that's the way I would say it to my friend, right? You don't want to tell him straight to his face, listen, man, I'm just telling you, you're not ready for no Tank Davis. So with that being said, it sounds like once trainer Reynoso found out now the only 2 options are Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis, we might as well pick Tank Davis, at least pick someone that's in your same weight class, as opposed to someone as experienced and as big as Manny Pacquiao. And I completely agree. You guys heard me say this on many videos already. I said, if anything, Ryan Garcia probably has a better chance of beating a Tank Davis than he does a Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has been fighting bigger guys for years. This would be the first time in a very, very long time that he'll finally get the opportunity to fight someone smaller than him. And this is also the reason why Lomachenko, he also turned down a Manny Pacquiao fight, if you guys didn't know. Manny Pacquiao, he pushed for a Lomachenko fight, and Loma, he turned it down. This was before Loma lost to Teofimo Lopez. They were gonna have that fight at 140 or even lower, and Loma didn't want it. So this whole situation puts more pressure on Ryan Garcia to fight Tank Davis if the Manny Pacquiao fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia had already promised Mike Tyson and everyone else that he was fighting Tank Davis next. And then right after the Mike Tyson show, the truth came out and he was talking about fighting Manny Pacquiao next. Now, what kind of binds him to fighting Tank Davis is not only the fact that this is the fight the fans want, because the boxing fans in the boxing world are considering these guys part of the Final Four. But Ryan Garcia, he told the public, the only way I would take another fight other than the Tank Davis fight is obviously if it's a much bigger fight, right? So he's basically promising the fans that if it's not going to be Manny Pacquiao, it would have to be either Gervonta Tank Davis or Devin Haney, because those are the other 2 guys available in this Final Four. For those of you guys who don't know, Ryan Garcia is actually Devin Haney's mandatory right now. But in that case, usually it's the mandatory chasing the champion, but in this case, it's the champion chasing the mandatory. But Ryan Garcia's situation when it comes to him not fighting Devin Haney is a lot different than Tank Davis' situation not fighting Devin Haney. Because at least with Ryan Garcia, he was honest. He came out and he admitted. He said that he thought that Devin Haney would be his most difficult fight when it comes to the Final Four. See, I've always told you guys, when fighters are a little bit honest with someone that they don't want to fight, fans can respect you more. But when you pull in the stuff that Tio pulls, calling him out of his name and you keep trash talking him, but you don't want to fight him, that comes off as the ultimate cap. And it really, really makes you look bad. Especially when you keep saying that you're going to fight him and then you say, no, I changed my mind. And then you go back to saying, no, I'm going to fight him. No, I changed my mind again. So for some of the fans that try to defend Teofimo's actions by saying, well, who is Devin beat? Who is Devin beat? First of all, Devin is a champion. You don't have to qualify to fight someone when you're a champion, number one. Tio already told fans that he wanted to fight Devin Haney next. So there's no reason to ask who has Devin Haney beat, because Tio already said he's going to fight him or he wants to fight him. So the bigger question is, why would you say you're going to fight him if you feel he hasn't beat anyone? Also, why would you ask for $10 million to fight someone who hasn't beat anyone? You usually ask for a lot of money when you're fighting against the biggest name in the sport of boxing. That's how it works. You're not going to ask for $10 million to fight Lee Selby or Nakatani, right? The only time you're going to ask for $10 million is if you feel this is a very, very dangerous fight, and if I lose to this dangerous guy, the upside is I walk away with $10 million. I walk away with severance pay. So going back to Ryan Garcia, once again, this puts a lot of pressure on him to take the Tank Davis fight next, because it was him that said the only reason he wouldn't fight Ryan Garcia if there was a fight much bigger than that one. That means if he's not fighting Manny Pacquiao, there's no way he can justify not fighting either Tank Davis or Devin Haney next. Let's see what he does. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.